How's it going? I'm back with another video, and in this video I want to talk a bit about diabetes and work, because, well, there's a lot of jobs that we all know that we can't really do, like police officer or being in the defence force, like in the army or the navy or air force, and things like that, things where we really can't do it because of diabetes. And we can't do these jobs because we can't just stop doing what we're doing to do what we need to do, diabetes wise. But in most other jobs we can do that. We can stop what we're doing and treat a low or a high, or whatever we need to do. But there's a fair reason for this, and this is because we can't stop doing what we're doing and treat a low or a high or whatever we need to do. You can't do that if you're in the police or the army. But most other jobs you can do that. You can stop working temporarily just to treat your low or whatever, and then get back to work if you can. But there are some jobs that I don't really understand that apparently I can't do because of diabetes. Recently I was at my diabetes clinic, and I'm planning on going for my full license soon. So I asked if I need any special doctor's permission to get my license since I'm type 1 diabetic. My diabetes nurse told me that no, I don't need any special permission, but I can't do any jobs to do with driving. Now that straight away hit me quite hard, because driving is exactly what I want to do. When I'm older I want to be a long haul truck driver. I want to drive up and down the country or another country, delivering goods and driving a big rig. But as soon as my nurse told me that I can't do that, yeah, it hit me pretty hard, because this is what I want to do since as long as I can remember, probably since I was like 3 or 4 or something. I've always wanted to do that. And I said to her, "Are you sure about this? Because I'm pretty sure that I have heard of type 1 diabetics being long haul truck drivers before." So she went and found me some more information, and this said it's not illegal, but it isn't recommended. But I don't really get that, because there's no difference. Just say I'm driving a big rig or a truck or a lorry, as some of you people may know, on a really long run to the other end of the country, and I've got my load on the back or whatever, and I feel low. I'm going to pull over on the side of the road, and I'm going to test my blood sugar, and I'm going to treat it. But apparently I can't do that. But if I'm driving a car or riding a bike or a motorbike, I can. But I don't see the difference. I can pull over in a truck just as easily as I can in a car, and I can treat a load just as easily. I'm not going to run out of time on just a little low like that, because there's going to be leeways of time, and I should still be able to get there on time. So I don't really see why it isn't recommended, but I'm happy that it isn't illegal. Now it turns out that I do need my diabetes nurse's permission to go for a heavy vehicle license, for a truck license. So she told me that I have to keep pretty good control, as good as I can, until then, and she will try her hardest to get me into getting that license. I was pretty happy with that, but I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can keep enough control, enough to get in. So when I do go for my heavy vehicle license, I have to prove that I have enough control to be a truck driver, and that I will pull over to the side of the road if I need to, and I will treat my lows, and I will avoid driving if I'm too low. But I don't get why I have to do this if I don't have to for a normal car license. I know it's a bigger vehicle and all, but I don't see how it's going to affect me as much. But that's not the big problem. The big problem is actually getting the control. Like, my diabetes is... not that diabetes is ever in control, but I think it's reasonably controlled for type 1 diabetes. but you know, you can never be in control. I do think I do pretty well. It can be stressful, as everyone knows, but yeah, I think I do pretty well for it. But I'm still doubting the fact that I'll be able to do it and I don't know, impress the nurses enough to put in the good word for me. I don't really have much of a backup plan. The only other career path that I was really interested in taking was to be a cameraman, but that industry has kind of died. I have been looking for jobs in the transport industry already. I've applied at a few places because I do already have a forklift license and I have a learner's car license, so that might get me somewhere a little bit. I've applied at a few places. Quite a few of them are very positive about having me there, so I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to get a job in the transport industry, and maybe they will even see how well I manage my diabetes and they will be able to put in the good word as well. I don't know if there's any other jobs out there that a diabetic can't do, because the only ones I really know of are the military and the police, and apparently a truck driver. Also there's a commercial airline pilot. We can't take passengers on an airliner. We can fly, but we can't take passengers. So I hope you like this video. I know it wasn't as upbeat or happy or anything, but it was what's on my mind, and that's why I'm doing this, is to express what's on my mind. If you like the video, please click the like button, and if you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button. I still want to hear the feedback, so please post any thoughts about these videos in the comments, because I do want to hear everything, good or bad. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.